Hey everybody, happy Pride Month. It's that time of year where we celebrate love, acceptance, and being your fabulous self. And you know, Pride isn't just about parades and parties. It's about recognizing the incredible strength and resilience of the LGBTQ+ community. It's about celebrating how far we've come and acknowledging how far we still have to go in the fight for equality. And that's where allies come in. You are so important. Being an ally isn't just about showing your support during Pride Month. It's about making a commitment to create a more inclusive and loving world every single day. We all know that actions speak louder than words, right? It's like that old saying, put your money where your mouth is. Well, being a good ally is all about putting your actions where your heart is. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's not easy. It's about using your voice to amplify the voices of those who have been marginalized and silenced for far too long. So whether you're a seasoned ally or just starting to learn about the LGBTQ+ community, I want to encourage you to be present, be engaged, and most importantly, be kind. Remember, every step we take toward a more inclusive world is a step in the right direction.
Being a visible ally is like wearing your heart on your sleeve. It lets everyone know where you stand. It's about showing your support not just in private, but out in the open for the whole world to see. Think about it this way. When you see a rainbow flag waving proudly, doesn't it just warm your heart? It's a symbol of hope, of acceptance, of love. So rock that rainbow gear with pride. Put a sticker on your laptop, wear a shirt with a message of support. Let the world know you're an ally. But being visible goes beyond just symbols. It's about being vocal too. Don't be afraid to speak up when you hear someone making a hurtful joke or using insensitive language. Educate yourself on LGBTQ+ issues. Learn about the history, the struggles, and the triumphs. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to have meaningful conversations and challenge misconceptions. Remember, knowledge is power, and when we share that knowledge, we create a more understanding and accepting world.
Words have power, right? They can lift people up and make them feel seen and valued, or they can tear people down and make them feel invisible and rejected. That's why it's so important to be mindful of the language we use, especially when it comes to talking about gender identity and sexual orientation. The LGBTQ+ community is beautifully diverse, and everyone deserves to have their identity respected. One simple yet incredibly powerful way to be respectful is to use the correct pronouns for everyone. Pronouns are those little words like he, she, they. They might seem small, but they carry a lot of weight. When we use the wrong pronouns, it can make someone feel invalidated, like their identity isn't real or important. So let's make an effort to ask for and use people's correct pronouns. It's a small change that can make a world of difference.
You know how sometimes you meet someone new and you're not quite sure how to pronounce their name? So you just kind of avoid saying their name altogether? It can be a little awkward, right? Well, using the wrong pronouns can feel the same way for transgender and non-binary folks. It's like you're trying to be respectful, but you end up making them feel uncomfortable or even unseen. So, here's a simple way to make everyone feel more comfortable and included. Add your pronouns. Just pop them in your email signature, your social media bios, even when you're introducing yourself at a meeting. It's like saying, hey, I'm an ally, and I want to create a space where everyone feels safe and respected. Plus, when you share your pronouns, it encourages others to do the same, and that helps normalize the practice for everyone.
Coming out is a deeply personal journey, and it's not our place to force anyone to share their truth before they are ready. Imagine someone sharing a secret with you, something really personal and important to them, and then you go and tell everyone else without their permission. That would be a betrayal of trust, right? Well, outing someone is kind of like that. It's crucial to remember that everyone has the right to control their own narrative, to decide when, where, and with whom they share their sexual orientation or gender identity. So let's create a space where everyone feels safe and supported, where they can come out on their own terms when they're good and ready.
Silence can sometimes feel like agreement, you know. Like if you're in a room and someone makes a racist joke and everyone just laughs along, it can make the person who told the joke feel like their prejudice is okay. It's the same with homophobic, biphobic, and transphobic comments. Even if it's just a harmless joke, or someone using the wrong pronoun without realizing, it's important to speak up. Now, I'm not saying you have to start a fight or get into a big debate every time you hear something insensitive. Sometimes a simple, hey, that's not cool, or, that language can be hurtful is all it takes. It's about letting people know that their words have an impact and that we won't tolerate hate or discrimination in any form.
You know what they say about assuming, right? It can lead to some pretty awkward situations. And when it comes to gender identity and sexual orientation, making assumptions can be hurtful and disrespectful. We can't always tell someone's pronouns or sexual orientation just by looking at them, and that's okay. Instead of assuming, let's ask. It's as simple as saying, hey, what pronouns do you use? Or how do you identify? It shows that you care, that you want to get it right, and that you respect their identity. Remember, creating a welcoming and inclusive environment starts with respecting everyone's individual journey.
Being an ally is like being part of a team. It's not enough to just wear the team colors. You gotta get in the game. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and making a real difference. There are so many ways to take action and be an active ally. You can donate to LGBTQ+ organizations, volunteer your time at a local community center, or even just write a letter to your elected officials urging them to support pro-equality legislation. Every little bit helps, and when we all work together, we can create big change.
The world of LGBTQ+ issues can feel like a big, complex tapestry, full of different colors, textures, and stories. And just like any beautiful tapestry, the more you learn about it, the more you appreciate its intricacies and beauty. There are so many resources available to help you learn and grow as an ally. Read books, watch documentaries, listen to podcasts. There's a whole world of information out there waiting to be discovered. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Reach out to LGBTQ+ organizations, connect with people online, start a dialogue. The more we learn, the more we grow, and the better allies we become.
You know those company picnics or holiday parties that roll around every year? They're a chance to connect with your co-workers outside of the usual work stuff, right? Well, LGBTQ+ workplace events are kind of like that. They're an opportunity to show your support, learn something new, and maybe even have a little fun along the way. Whether it's a lunch and learn about LGBTQ+ allyship, a workshop on creating a more inclusive workplace, or even just a social gathering, make an effort to attend. Your presence sends a powerful message of support to your LGBTQ+ colleagues and helps create a more welcoming and inclusive environment for everyone.
Being an ally isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing commitment to learning, growing, and using your voice to create a more just and equitable world for everyone. It's like learning a new dance. It takes practice, patience, and a willingness to stumble every now and then. But here's the thing, even small steps can make a big difference. So keep showing up, keep learning, keep listening, and keep loving. Because the world needs more allies, and it needs them now more than ever.
So there you have it, folks. 10 actionable, doable, and totally awesome ways to be an amazing LGBTQ+ ally. Not just during Pride Month, but all year round. Remember, it's the small, everyday actions that add up to create real and lasting change. Don't be afraid to start small. Every conversation, every act of kindness, every time you choose love over hate, you're making a difference. And never underestimate the power of your voice and your actions to inspire others to do the same. Together, let's create a world where everyone feels safe, loved, and celebrated for exactly who they are. Happy Pride, everyone. Keep spreading the love.